IB English Lang&Lit, Unlocking Poetry's Hidden Meanings. Good morning/afternoon, fellow IB students. Today, I would like to talk to you about a subject that may have been giving you a headache: poetry. Often, poetry can be seen as difficult to understand, and it may seem like poets are playing a game of guess what I mean. But, as we know, poets have powerful tools at their disposal to make us feel, think, and experience the world in new ways. In this speech, I will outline some tips and tricks to unlocking hidden meanings in poetry, so you can better appreciate and analyze this art form. Firstly, when reading poetry, we must consider the writer's intention before projecting our own interpretations onto the work. The themes, structure, and language of poetry can all vary widely, but ultimately, each poet has their own unique voice and style. By understanding what the poet is trying to say and how they convey their message, we can better appreciate their art. This means reading the poem multiple times, taking notes on its tone, form, and language, and researching contextual information that may inform its meaning. Secondly, we must consider the poet's use of language and how it influences our interpretation of the poem. Poets use metaphor, simile, imagery, and other literary devices to create a vivid and impactful experience for the reader. By analyzing why the poet uses specific language, and how it contributes to the overall message of the poem, we can gain a greater understanding of its purpose. For example, if a poet describes a thunderstorm as a symbol of turmoil or emotional unrest, we must consider how their use of language contributes to this associative meaning. Thirdly, when analyzing a poem, we must examine its structure and form. Poets use line breaks, stanzas, and rhyme schemes to emphasize certain words or themes in their work. The structure and form can act as a framework for the poem, guiding the reader's interpretation and conveying meaning. We must learn how to identify different forms of poetry, such as free verse, sonnets, and haikus, and interpret them in the context of the poem's overall message. Fourthly, it is important to recognize how the poem is situated in its historical and cultural context. Understanding the time in which the poem was written, and the societal or political circumstances that influenced the poet, can give us important contextual information. This information can help us understand the poem's deeper meaning and how it may have been interpreted by contemporaneous readers. Lastly, it is important to work collaboratively with your peers and teacher in analyzing poetry. Discussing your interpretations and ideas with others allows you to gain new perspectives and insights into the poem. Having an open mind and actively listening to the perspectives of others can lead to deeper understanding and appreciation of the poem. In conclusion, unlocking the hidden meaning of poetry may seem daunting, but with patience, persistence, and the right tools, it can be a rewarding experience. By considering the poet's intention, analyzing the language and structure of the poem, examining its historical context, and collaborating with others, we can deepen our understanding and appreciation of this complex art form. Remember, the beauty of poetry is in its many layers of meaning and interpretation, so let's keep digging. Thank you.